It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Mounties, veteran running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Mounties and the Wizards on Thursday night primetime.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Wizards offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. His drive will start on the ground. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Mounties offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Uh-oh. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Wizards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And He's in! Touchdown, Wizards! Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Wizards will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A gain there of 11, and that will be a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to get back at him. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-3 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Now a 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll run on second down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Intercepted. And the Mounties are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Mounties offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, He still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. This one complete right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Moving the tight end right. They'll look to throw yet again. Now he takes off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards.
And he will score. Touchdown, Mounties. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kick is good. Makes the score Mounties 10, Wizards 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
His throw left side is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. We'll try the right side this time. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. 3rd down, 3 to go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. 12 yards on that hookup. That's enough for a first down.
First down, Monty.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That's to the right side, and incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going right sideline and complete. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Wizards. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. His 2nd in inches. They'll stick with him again. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That's That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
And he's got it. Remove the chains. First down at the 47.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third and long. He'll drop the throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Mounties sending out their punter. He'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. It's first down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
This is intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is in. Touchdown, Mounties. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The extra point is good. And the Mounties move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far. intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff, running right. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Going to go off tackle this time to the left. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Brings up 3rd down.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hall goes in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A big loss on the play.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll run here. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Mounties. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Wizards offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off he goes. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So it's a win for our visitors. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.